As I got into the research, I was actually surprised at the personal connections that I had to the story. And I was a little surprised to learn that I had 4 ancestors that I could document that were with Griffith Rutherford's army. One of them was a captain of the Light Horse. And then sometime later, I learned that they had marched across what became my grandfather's farm, where I spent my summers as a child. And growing up in Columbia, South Carolina, I had a very close relationship with a woman I call my godmother, who was Cherokee. And she was from a mixed-blood family, Cherokee and Irish. So she and I bonded in a way that we had an understanding of what it was like to grow up in the world from families with 2 very opposing cultures and worldviews. But as I got into the research in the 18th century manuscripts, I discovered a really complex world leading up to the American Revolution. And even though in historical research it's full of joys and frustrations, we get an incomplete record of events, but what emerges is a really powerful and compelling story. And so in the process of writing A Demand of Blood, I realized how much I had been prepared to do this story from my experiences as a journalist, but also as an Arab American growing up part of my life in the Middle East and having been impacted by several Middle East wars. The Six-Day War, we fled Baghdad, and during the Lebanese Civil War, we had to flee the city from increasing artillery fire. I was also a photojournalist in the West Bank and Gaza, photographing the Intifada, and was published in Time magazine for that. So over time, it sort of wasn't a surprise that I would end up writing about war. It certainly wasn't something that I had decided would be a career endeavor years ago. But I just hope you'll join me in discovering this extraordinary story, A Demand of Blood.